Cool, check, check. 1, 2. Hi, g'day everybody. I'm Luke. My wife and I have been traveling up the east coast of Australia for about 3 months now, living in this. This is our, let me get out of the way. This is our home, our van. We've been living what some call the van life. Recently I asked everyone to give me some questions that they have about what it's like living the van life, and there was a great response. So today I'm going to answer 10 of those questions. Okay, let's get started. Straight into it. Where do you poop? Blech. Well, this depends on where we currently are staying in the van. So generally, where possible, we will use public toilets. If they don't have one of those, we just dig a hole with a shovel and do a poo in the hole, and then you just cover it up. So we poop in a hole. Until you've pooped in a hole or in a bag, have you really even van lifed? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Are you even living the van life? Until you've got a ukulele. Are you even living the van life? Until you've pooped in a bag. All right, next question. How do you charge your stuff? Yep, good question. In this particular van, we use a second battery, or what's called a leisure battery, and it charges from either solar or when we're driving the vehicle. It has several lighter ports or USB ports. So pretty much everything we have can be charged by one of those two things. Do you still watch TV shows and movies for entertainment? Actually, not that much. Obviously, being out and not home, you're doing a bit. But even when you're not doing anything, you're kind of just sitting around enjoying doing nothing. It's kind of weird because I'm quite an energetic person back home and I'm always doing something. But I found here, like there have been times, especially the first time I really experienced this was a place called Mungo Beach. And I literally spent hours watching this beach. It was amazing. I would say that so far in the 3 months we've been on the road, well, we've probably watched 4 or 5 movies, if that. Next question. What do you miss the most? Easy, my dog. Unfortunately, because of how long this journey was and where we were going, we couldn't bring our dog, Mika, with us. You can't take dogs into national parks. A lot of caravan parks also don't allow dogs. And if we were going to do an activity for the day, like going into caves, I would feel horrible leaving her trapped in the van all day. And another thing to consider is a lot of the wildlife we've seen. I don't think she would have gone too well, especially with some of the packs of dingoes we've encountered and also the big snakes we've encountered too. That wouldn't have been good for her too. So I miss most my dog. Next, are you getting on each other's nerves living in a small space, or has it brought you closer? Let me start this one with saying, my wife can sometimes describe me as an exhausting person. I don't know if you guys have figured out yet, but I've got a bit of energy to go around. Honestly, I would say that when we're actually out in the bush, we're both a bit more relaxed and calm. And it's actually when you're doing the classic holiday things, you know, trying to see a lot of things and do a lot of things, that we might actually get a little bit on each other's nerves. But I don't think it's the small space that makes us get on each other's nerves. It's just the holiday mode and trying to do so much and things like that. But nah. Next question. Do you feel like you both need more space to put things? That's a good question. Until you have lived in a van, in something with such little space, do you realize how much of a commodity storage space is? We try to take advantage of every little nook and cranny in here. This van, back here, let me come closer so I can explain this. Back here, we have a double mattress. And between the mattress and this side of the bed, there's about half a foot of space. Don't know if you can see here. That half a foot of space literally holds all my clothes. The gap between the bed and the wall is my closet. That's how much we are taking advantage of every piece of space. Also, it's kind of cuddly at nighttime. It's nice. But we also had to start taking advantage of space on the roof. So we've got a pod up there and 2 storage containers. I think a distinct thing to understand is when you're living out of a van, you need a lot more space than when you are camping out of a van. Because you need all those extra things that when you go camping, you can kind of go without for a little while. So yes, next question. How much approximately would you say you spend on fuel per month or week living the van travel life? I appreciate that distinction. This van has a 60-litre tank. It runs on diesel. Fuel is generally between $1.30 and $1.50, although the most expensive I have paid for a litre of fuel, per litre of fuel, is $2.40, and that was on Fraser Island, so top up before you go to Fraser Island. But generally, when I fill up a tank, it'll cost me between $70 and $80, do maybe a tank or 2 per week, so I'd say it's between $70 and $160 of fuel per week. Next question. How many backpackers can you fit in a van before their pleas for help become externally audible? Funny story. 23. Any cold weather stories / rain stories where you really just got to stay in the van? Yeah, actually, when we were more south, there was maybe 3 days straight where it just rained. To start off with, we stayed inside trying to keep warm and dry. During that time, we just listened to audiobooks, we would talk, read books, all that kind of thing. And by the 3rd day, we just couldn't care less anymore. We were just walking around out there like it wasn't raining at all, and we were just absolutely soaked. There's not too much you can do when you have this much space. Here I am living in my van, living on the road all alone. It's my self-imposed isolation, living in my van. Oh! How's the internet situation? Well, that depends who you ask. For me, terrible. Absolutely abysmal. I don't even have internet reception in the middle of Sydney City. Whereas my wife, she's got internet everywhere. That's 10 of the questions you guys have posted. If you want to hear more, or if you have more questions, please post them, send them to me, let me know. I'd be happy to answer any questions you have and try and answer them completely and honestly, because you know what? It's best to know what you're getting yourself into before you do this kind of thing. So thanks for watching. Thanks for posting your questions. I'll see you guys next time. Catch you later. Van Life ukulele sessions coming to you soon. Not really, I just made that up. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like button and hit subscribe. I look forward to seeing you next time.